All right, we're live. Yay. So,
Yay,
hello, Sean. How are you?
I'm fine. How are you, Darcy?
I'm good. I'm glad the day's almost over. Oh my God, you should have been online on, I think it was Thursday night. No, Friday. I did it Friday. Someone downstairs decided to jackhammer the cement
Oh, goody.
during the show. It was hilarious.
You gotta love that.
Yep, it was a lot of fun. So I also have my Facebook page open on my iPad because there's a couple of people who I don't know what's going on, but they can't. I can't see them. You can't see them.
Hmm.
So I don't quite know how that works, but and I noticed lately Facebook's been acting a little funny, so it'll be interesting to see what happens.
Yeah, I don't spend enough time on Facebook to know whether it's acting funny or not.
Well, I uploaded something on Sunday and it didn't upload. I had to go back and try it 3 times.
Huh.
But right now, it looks like it's a quiet evening.
Like it.
Yeah. So, are you using a deck?
I'm just using the usual decks that I use: the map deck, the moonlight deck, the archangel, and the lightworker deck.
Wow. Well,
I'll just let the cards fly where they may. Hello, Holly.
hi, Holly. And like I said, I am using this deck, brand new animal tarot deck, and it's got kitties.
Come over here, buddy.
Oh, hello, Lily. So, yes, it's nice, isn't it? Wigs are great.
Mr. Gibbs is acting funny tonight.
Is he?
Yeah, he's actually sitting.
Oh.
He's sitting by the table, which is not what he usually does.
He probably hears the voices.
No, he's been doing this all night, and it's not what he usually does.
Ah.
It's almost like there's something outside that's bugging him.
Okay.
Because Daisy's outside.
Oh, that's why.
No, he usually is with her, right?
Well, that's what I mean is he's probably concerned because Daisy's outside. So, Holly, quickly, and to anyone else, if you have a question about someone, give us their name. If they're dead, you have to let us know that. Because it just helps us a little bit as we're going. So we've got Holly, Lily, and Tracy on. I think yours might be a little loud, Sean.
I turned it down already.
Okay, I'll see if I can turn mine down a little bit more. Okay, so Holly's son is having problems. She's concerned about him. His name's Kelly. So do you want to pull a card for him and see what's going on?
Yeah, I already did.
Okay, you go ahead.
But this one actually is telling me it's more for Holly than it is for Kelly. All right. Isn't that interesting that I pulled a card and there's something on it?
There's something on the card?
Yeah. Makes me wonder who was playing with my decks.
Not me.
I pulled the Magician. And basically the Magician says that whatever you put your attention on is what you'll create right now. So it's a magical time. So if you put your attention on what the best outcome is for your son, then he will get that best outcome. If you put your attention on worrying about him, then you'll get reason to worry. So it's kind of in your ballpark right now to choose what you're going to focus on for him.
Okay.
It could go either way.
And I'm going to add to it because this is a brand new deck, and this is the 3 of Autumn, which at this point, it feels more as though as long as you're there emotionally supporting him, that he can find his path. But it's really going to be up to him to find that path. Because, and all you are, Holly, is his support. It's really up to him. Whether that is having to leave a group of people that aren't doing him the best interest for him, having to change his career, something about his relationship. It's really up to him. We can give people all the information they need, but at the end of the day, it's their choice. So just be there, Holly.
And Holly, you're saying that you felt someone sitting on your bed. I'm seeing I hate the words middle-aged, but I'm seeing a middle-aged woman sitting on your bed. So I can't hear her saying anything, but I can see her smiling.
And yet I also feel like it's a gentleman, like a grandfather, who's sitting there.
Mm.
So, the fatherly advice sort of idea.
Mm.
So she could actually have two people.
Yep.
Okay, Lily, how are you, honey? I picked the Seven of Summers, and they are represented by Maine Coon kitties. I'd probably bring them all home if I had the choice. And this is for you to stop procrastinating, Lily, and make a decision so that you can move forward with your priorities, but also that it's helping you to research a little more about what direction you want to go in. Also, maybe a new job, a health concern. So, Lily, start moving forward. Stop procrastinating.
And I picked for you, Old Thumbs today, unplug from mass consciousness. And what I'm getting from this card is that you need to stop listening to other people's advice and listen to your own. Plug into your heart, shut everybody else out for a moment, and go where your heart leads you.
Actually, that's really good advice. Okay, so now we have Tracy, just so you know where we are. And Tracy, I picked Justice, and I love it because it represented with an elephant. And I always think of elephants as having that memory. Like they can remember things for years and years. So sort of like crows, if you hit a crow, the crow recognizes your face and it telepaths to every other crow in, I swear it can be around the world, but they'll recognize your face too. So they'll know if you've done something wrong. And because you're really good about not judging people, not throwing out a judgment call until you get to know them, Tracy, I think it really is good in your aura. Plus, I feel like there's a lot of compassion that you like to give. So again, I think we've mentioned it before, being a natural healer or empath. And I would say just keep going the way you are, because I really feel that you are headed in the direction by listening to spirit. And when I say that, that's also listening to yourself to know that you're headed in that direction.
And I drew for you the Coming to Life card. So a lot on what Darcy said about allowing yourself to trust your instincts and your empathic abilities. And this is a time when all those great gifts can come to life for you if you let them.
And it is difficult knowing the difference in the voices, but after a while you begin to know. You know exactly who you're talking to and who you're listening to. So we're down to Laura. And then Faye. So Laura, I picked you the Magician. And this is cute because it's with a unicorn figure 8, which I don't think you really can see, but there is a infinity. There's part of it and the other half is over here. And this is that you can manifest what you would like inside your life. That as a magician, you have all the paraphernalia at your disposal. How do you want to use it? And think of it like a chef. The chef has their kitchen, their stove, their knives, and their knives apparently are really sacred commodity there. So what do they use the knife for? And I don't think they're dicing up people, but you never know. Okay, so you have all the paraphernalia at your service. Now, Laura, what do you want to do with it? Where do you want to manifest? is it money? Is it emotions? Is it work? Is it travel? So it really is up to you. But when you're manifesting, you're also putting something into motion, because you know that we can sit here and visualize everything, but we still have to take steps to manifest it and make it happen. Sean?
And I picked for you the Peaks of Joy. And what it's telling me is that remember that if you're on a journey, every footstep's a victory. And to celebrate every one of those victories that comes your way. Every footstep is a victory, and every victory is a step towards whatever goal it is that you have. Be joyful in your pursuit.
Yeah. It's always nice if you can think of the fun part or the joyful part of any kind of pursuit, because it definitely makes it a lot easier to get through even difficult times. Hello, Faye. How are you doing? How's the weather where you live? Are you raining? Are you snowing? I picked the world, and this is represented with the Sheltie or Shetland sheepdog. And I really like that idea. This is like an award, and maybe you're getting a new dog, because that was the first thing that popped into my head. But I also feel like you're going to be using crystals or crystal magic in the next little while to do some healing for yourself, Faye. And you may be using the crystals in the healing portion to help other people as well. So you may find yourself starting a little side business of healing. And I would say make sure you get especially a rose crystal and amethyst crystals. Those seem to be the two, or I want to throw in jade. Those are the three that I'm picking up that you could be working with and have a really nice connection to.
And I'm going to let this card speak for itself, Faye. It says, a new romantic cycle begins. So whether it's something in your life that you're passionate about or someone, it's going to be like a whole new situation.
Well, maybe a little spice on the romance. That's always a good thing.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so we're at Heather. And
hello, Heather.
Hello.
Hello, Liam.
Thank you. I like the hair too. You'll probably see me in other wigs, but I figured it was something a little different, brighten the dullness that's outside, considering just a few weeks ago it was sunshine at this time of night. Okay, Heather. And Sean's right, and Liam. So
Okay,
I am going to pull one for each of you. Oh, nice cards. Sean,
I'll do Heather now. Liam's further down.
Yeah, I know. Heather, Liam's right after Heather. Okay. So you go ahead and do Heather first, Sean.
I pulled for you New Moon in Cancer, and it speaks for itself. You and your loved ones are safe. It's all going to be all right. Everything's going your way. You guys are perfectly safe.
Okay, and for Heather, I picked number 11, Strength. And this is the Mazia Lion and Lamb. Oh, yeah. See, I didn't see the lamb there at first, but there she is right there. And this is about true strength is displayed through kindness, compassion, and forgiveness. And that you have tremendous personal power and energy, and you like to encourage other people, and that's really nice of you. So I'm going to say, remember that strength that of a lion and gentleness of a lamb, that represents who you are, Heather. Okay, so I'm going to...
And Holly, you're right. It is Wanda.
Yeah, I was just going to say, I think Holly means that's someone she recognizes.
Yeah.
So, and since Holly's there and she's mentioned one name, I don't suppose you recognize the name oh no, Edward or Frankie. And I don't know whether it's Heather, Holly, or Liam because they're sort of running one off to the other. So do you have a card for Liam, Sean?
I do. I picked the 8 of Ariel for you, my friend. It says, take pride in the work that you do. And it's time to learn a new skill and practice that new skill, as it will bring you closer to what your goals are.
And I picked the wheel. And this one's represented with a pear tree and caribou and a wagon wheel. And this is expect sudden positive changes and know that you can move forward with your plans and that you will have great progress in the process of doing so, Liam. All right. Elizabeth, if you wouldn't mind putting Robbie's grandmother's name somewhere so we can have a look and see if she does have a message. My first one would be that life is like a wheel. It just keeps turning no matter what process we go through. And even if he didn't know her, I would say that her heart is close to his, and that when his beats, so too does hers, and that she has a lot of love and compassion for him. And I don't suppose he received like a watch or something circular from a grandfather, maybe even the grandfather connected to the grandmother who's passed. But I'll also pick a card for both of them, Sean, for Elizabeth and for her husband, Robbie. Okay, Elizabeth, I picked the bees, and it's with, I think those are marigolds. And bees are, they live in a cluster or a colony, and they like to build things, and they also give us honey, and so sweetness. And you're going to be, I think you're going to have new opportunities present themselves, and that you're going to be busy taking an opportunity to make these new changes, and that you have to remember to maybe stop, smell the roses as you're going. And for Robbie, even though I still pulled a card for him, Elizabeth, I really want to say that I think his grandma's been talking to him an awful lot. And I don't know if he's listening, that's all. Okay, Sean?
For Elizabeth, I pulled the Master Healing card. See if I can get this right. The Master Healing card. And the message that I'm getting is that you need to take time to breathe, to stop. And it's more than catch your breath. You actually just need to take time to breathe and allow your mind to slow down so that the rest of you can catch up. That's the message I'm getting. For Robbie, I pulled the Page of Michael card. And as you can see, there's a storm going on in the background, and he's just as calm as can be in the storm. And right now in life, you are going to be the rock in the storm. It's a good time just to listen and allow yourself just to be that sounding board in life.
Okay. And with Robbie, I'm just going to add, I picked the 8 of winter, and they're birds. Don't be afraid to use your voice once in a while, like maybe sing, have some fun. Remember, you're never really trapped into anything. The door is open, and that you can make changes for yourself without having to worry about the direction you're going in, because you're always going to fly back to the nest, which is your wife and your children. All right. Hello, Penelope. How are you?
Hello, Penelope.
Okay. I picked the Dreamer, Penelope. It's a shepherd puppy, and it says you're starting a new adventure. All right. Look at him. He's jumping over the water. He's almost as long as the water is wide. And I think it's basically saying take a risk, take a chance, see if there's something new, Penelope, you want to do. And if you do, have a look at it. Maybe there's more to it than you realize.
And I chose for you the magic stream, which means whatever it is that you're considering as an endeavor right now, it's connected to the magic stream. And just go with it.
It's the stream the puppy was jumping over.
Yes. It's magical. It never runs out. It never goes dry. You can dip as many pails out of it as you wish, and the water is always fantastic.
That's nice. Okay, so Kristen is next. And by the way, if there's anyone who's on that we don't see in this stream that we have going on StreamYard, please, there's our emails. Send us an email. I've got mine open, and we'll do our best to fit you in with the questions, because I know that Sandra has a problem trying to make me see her. And I've checked on Facebook. It's not showing me the list of people who are on right now. So just send us an email.
Interesting.
Yeah. Okay, so Kristen, I picked the King of Summer, and this is with penguins. And it's basically you've got someone coming towards you who is very trustworthy, and they may have some messages for you. And they could be talking about a job. They could be talking about another person, but I don't feel like they're being mean about the person. I feel like they have a lot of care, compassion. So they may just be bringing you some news, Kristen.
I'm going to try this.
Okay.
And I chose for you the Six of Raphael. Okay. And it just says embrace on the card. It says embrace your inner child. And what I'm getting is that whoever this is coming, that it's somebody you know that you haven't seen for a while, and that you can value the wisdom that they're bringing you.
Yep. So Amanda's next. Hello, Amanda. You're welcome, Tracy. Amanda, I picked the star, and this is an Oriole, and it says you're about to take a big leap forward with your life. Worry will be replaced and with optimism. Fear with hope, and joy is coming home to roost. So there you are. And that's a jug of water. It doesn't actually show water anywhere else in this, but I think, again, celebrate, be vocal when you, whatever is coming towards you, Amanda, be vocal, because it's going to be a lot of fun.
And I chose for you the fifth ray of intellectual knowledge. So not only is it going to be a lot of fun, it's going to be very inspirational and educational for you. It's new learning in a direction that you've always wanted to go.
Even if you don't think it's the way you want to go, when Sean says it's the way you want to go, I actually think you might hesitate at it, but I actually think you should give it a shot, Amanda. See what happens. Okay, Sharon, thank you. Love the compliment. And Sharon, I pulled the Five of Autumn for you, and this is a manatee. Focusing upon the negative or worrying about money or your career or your loved ones can block your progress. Because your trust and faith are at a low point right now, it's not the best time for you to start to add more worry to your concern. Okay, so this is basically, for me, this is about taking time for yourself to regenerate that faith, love, trust you have not so much for everyone out here, but for who is in here, and to know that she's loved. That's for Sharon.
And I chose for you the 4, Michael. Let's see if I can get this. And basically, it says that you need to take a little bit more quiet time, need to do some meditation. And in that, all the things that you're worrying about, you'll get clear and concise answers for. And you'll discover that they're not as bad as you think they are right now.
Yeah. Sometimes we worry and we make a mountain out of a molehill. I know I've done it. And if we take that step back and we look at it from a different perspective, and this is for everyone, that when we look at it from that different perspective, then we see that we can shave it a bit. Hello, Lisa. How are you? So, Lisa, Queen of Summer, compassion, loving, giving, and psychic. So this is be mindful of who you are and pay attention to the messages that are being delivered to you, whether they're through a person, through a magazine, through a television program, or even through yourself. Listen to the messages because they are coming through loud and clear.
And I chose this card for you. It's the Waxing Moon. And it says the energy is gaining momentum. So whatever you've been putting your energy into, it's now at that point where it's starting to gain momentum on its own. It's like when you first try to get something moving that's on wheels, you put a lot of effort in to get it started. But once it gets started, it can roll pretty freely on its own. And whatever you've been putting your energy into is gaining momentum.
Yes. And Lisa, I'm going to say this. Don't try to ride a bicycle down the hill without brakes. I've done that once. Yeah, end up in the ditch.
Go for it. I do it all the time.
Okay, Laura. She said, "Awesome, thank you. How too funny. I have the infinity symbol tattooed on me." Okay. I think you told me one of my numbers is an 8 as well. Each card makes sense. Thank you again.
Welcome.
Hello, Heather. How are you? This is Heather number 1. Or no, Heather number 2. The other Heather is number 3. And then we still have a Heather 1 yet. And Heather 1's down here. So
you're
Heather,
all just Heather to me. So
I could have distinguished.
hello, every Heather there is.
Everyone's different. Okay, so Heather, I picked the 10 of Autumns, and it's a golden retriever dog. And it says contentment comes from knowing that your finances are secure and that your family materials are available. But I just love it because look, she's got all those little puppies with her. And since I know you take in strays, I think it's such an appropriate card for you because you're very loving, caring, kind person that will look after those who have difficulties inside their life. And I just want you to know your son's around you and he's throwing kisses at you. So I will do the same thing, throwing kisses, Heather.
And I pulled for you the Life Path card. And honestly, Heather, I have an angel on the other side talking to me right now. And it's not uncommon for me to have an angel talk to me. But this angel saying, just know that you are on the right path and that you are blessed for the things you do. It may not always seem like it, but you are.
Yeah. So Liam's asked a question, and Faye, you're welcome. He wants to know, he says, I'm curious, what is the difference between tarot cards and oracle cards?
That's all you.
That's all me. Yeah. Okay. So tarot, there's really not a big difference other than tarot cards, you've got 78 in a deck. Oracle cards, you can have up to 54 in a deck. And one is more directed at the inner you, and that would be the oracle cards. And the tarot cards are more like a doorway, a picture of what's going on around you. So it can lead out to your family, it can go to your friends, it can cover a lot more than an oracle card. You still can do readings with oracle cards. You can do a 3 spread. I've seen someone do a Celtic cross with oracle cards, but they're more personal growth. That's the only difference that I see with them. And for me, they're a little harder to read. I have oracle. Sean's really good with his oracle cards. I've got oracle cards that I look at them and I go, oh, what's the message here? So I think it also depends on the person, who can read them, who can't. And so hello. I hope that answered your question. If not, just write something down and we'll see if we can answer it more. And if I can't really answer it, I'll find the answer. So hello, Heather. Yeah. Thank you.
Heather, I think she was talking about my hair.
Yeah, no, I don't think so. But I could loan you a couple of wigs if you like.
Why? I have beautiful hair all on my own.
I have beautiful hair too, but it's having a bad frizzy hair day. Okay, Heather, I picked Unity, Polar Bear, embrace the time of deep spiritual growth. Okay, not that you really need much more spiritual growth, Heather, but it never hurts to go a little farther and to really concentrate on that me now situation. So making sure you get some downtime for yourself. And also the polar bear, strangely enough, made me think of you going to Florida. So you may be, or someone from Florida is in touch with you, one or the other. Okay, Sean, do you have anything for Heather?
I drew for you the Ace of Raphael, and it basically repeats what Darcy said about stepping into a new type of spiritual existence for yourself and creating a new world from the world you're already in. Should be a lot of fun. There's a lot of blessings in it. Take the time to let go and move on. Everything's working out just fine.
Okay, I have 2 people who haven't been able to show up on the line here. One is Sarah, and do you have any messages from my Aunt Cindy? She passed away 5 years ago on October 2nd. Okay. I would say one of the things is to listen more, to hear the love that is being sent to you, Sarah, so that listen more so you can hear the love being sent to you, because I'm standing beside you on a daily basis and watching the choices you make. That is what I'm hearing. And then I think you have a necklace or something of your aunt's that you should be wearing. Do you hear anything, Sean?
No, I'm not hearing anything, to be honest.
Okay. Do you want to pick a card for Sarah?
Sure. This is the King of Ariel. And basically it says that you're on the right track. Things are going to work out just fine for the things that you're trying to accomplish right now. Just use your resources to their fullest abilities and extent and place them in the place they need to be. You're doing just fine.
Okay, and Sandra, who has a problem getting online, she said she was just above Liam, but we don't see her. And Sandra, I'm wondering if you have a button that says hide you, because I know one of my friends watches the show and she somehow is able to watch it without actually being in So there might be a hide button, but I'm going to pull a card for you as well. And then we'll move on. And to Heather number 2, my Heather, I'm just going to say, I'll have a look and I'll IM you at the end about Danielle. I'm not hearing anything right now, but I'll have a look. Oh, so Sarah, this is a magpie, and a magpie likes nice shiny things, likes to collect shiny things, and it has exquisite taste because it does take bracelets and bangles and stuff like that. So I'm just going to say, do you have some things that you no longer need that you can either give to a niece, someone who's going to enjoy them more than them just sitting in your drawer? So, and if you do, I am going to say, you know what, give them away. But a magpie also represents a message coming towards you. And it could also, on the flip side of that, mean you're getting a present from someone who would like to share something they've held dearly and now they'd like to hand it on. Okay, Sean.
And I drew for you the 2 of Ariel. And as you can see, it's a man balancing on an ledge there with 2 crystals, a yin and yang crystal and a clear crystal. And it really is just saying that it's really important for you to balance out your life. That if there's things out of balance right now, now is a good time to bring them into balance. Very important to get your life balanced, not only on the outsides of your life, but on the inside of your life also, to get everything balanced.
Are your dogs
That's my
outside?
house. Yeah, I got to bring them in.
Okay. So, Holly, thank you for letting us know that you recognize the lady that Sean mentioned and the gentleman that I mentioned. And it's always nice to know that what we're feeling is on track, especially this kind of format. I mean, it's different when you guys were all sitting in front of me and I was doing the shows at chapters and stuff. And because I could see you and I could point to you and go, you, and you. And here it's a little harder because we're reading the names, we're reading the message as we go. So I was just thanking Holly for confirming that she recognized the gentleman and the lady.
Oh, well, thank you, Holly.
So, Marion, hello, how are you, friend? And I don't like that card. I'm going to pick another one. I know. My sister shakes her head every time I do that. So, Marion, this is the 3 of Springs. It's the tortoise. And it's sea turtle, it says. But what really stood out were the little yellow fishes, sunshine, and the fact that maybe you need a little more green in your diet. And the other thing is that your long-term plans are going to materialize, but it's just going to take a little bit more time. But what you should do is pat yourself on the back for what you are doing right and for being there.
And I drew for you the first ray of power. And basically that's telling you that you're in the right place. You're in a point of learning and knowledge coming through, and to listen to your intuition, and you'll do just fine.
Yep. And Jeanette, hello, how are you? I picked the 4 of Autumn, the squirrel, and it says, don't live life to the extreme. Live life to your... That sounds wrong, though. Let me see if I can reword that. Live life to the extreme within moderation, that you're stepping outside of your box or your safety zone, but you're not stepping off the edge of the cliff. That's how I heard it, and I had to really think about how to word it because it felt sort of backwards. But I'm just saying, live life. Don't be afraid to step out of your safety zone and to embrace what's in front of you, but please don't leap off the ledge.
And I pulled the seventh ray of ritual, order, and ceremony card. And it's almost saying the opposite of what Darcy said.
Oh, leap off.
It's
I'm
saying
saying take a chance, but
stay with your usual traditions and whatnot, but don't be afraid to add new things to it.
yeah,
Look at the automated habits that you have and see where they can be changed to serve you better.
yeah, I still don't think she should leap off the ledge. And I'm talking about standing on the edge of the cliff and sticking your foot out there.
And the message I'm getting is leap and the
Nice
net
short
will
dash.
appear.
Oh, it's
That's
your cat.
Ashley. That's because my cat's complaining about food.
Paddle.
Okay,
Anyways,
so
that's what I'm hearing. Leap and the net will appear.
okay. I always like it when the net appears. So Heather asked, does my deceased brother Don have any messages? Heather, I'm going to have to think of it. Does say Don. I'm going to have to think about it. At this point, I'm hearing no, but I'm certain it probably is a message. Do you hear anything, Sean?
I can see him, but I can't hear anything.
Okay. I'm thinking Elizabeth is saying Martina was Robbie's aunt or grandmother. So, and I think we already answered that, didn't we?
I think so.
Okay. And Elizabeth is also saying that the watch I saw was the watch
Her
her
dad
dad gave her. And Heather is saying, thank you. I have been wanting to buy myself a platinum blonde wig. That's so fun to change up the look. Yay.
Liam saying thank you.
Yeah. Elizabeth, I'm going to be alone for 3 weeks with my toddler. Lots of changes coming. Oh, yeah, we were right there then. And Sarah, good evening. Oh, we answered her.
Oh, I think we lost Darcy, or at least I lost her. I don't know. We have Sarah Hatter who says, good evening. Any messages from, oh, we got a black screen where Darcy was.
Yeah, I know.
You're gone.
I'm there again. Okay,
Well,
can you
your
hear
voice
me?
is there. We can hear you, but we can't see you.
I have no idea where the picture went. Oh, wait, how about that? Yes. Oh my God, I love technical difficulties. Okay, so I was saying that we had Sarah on because I was able to answer her email. Where are we?
Sarah Hatter.
No, what time are we at? There's Sarah.
7:15.
Okay, Amanda says, hi, Kitty. Yes, that was Shadow. She was watching Moonlight.
Where are you where you have Amanda?
She's right under Sarah Hatter. There's Sarah. Wait.
Oh, you got to be further down than me because I have Elizabeth. I have Sarah. Then I have Penelope. Then I have Elizabeth Rose. Thank you, Sean and Darcy. My husband is leaving for Alaska and will definitely be in the storm soon. He is our rock. Then Penelope again. Then Lisa Edwards. Good evening, Lisa. Miss Lisa is an absolute dear.
Oh, there she is. Oh, I lost half of the messages. So I'm at Lisa at 719.
Yes.
Okay, so that's where I am now too. But I lost half the messages, so which made me. I noticed there was someone here. Oh no, she's down yet. So hi, Lisa. How are you? Ooh, I picked the 3 of winter, the rose-breasted grosbeak, and this is allowing our chicks to learn and grow, to be there, to comfort them, to guide them when necessary, but to know that when they make their choices, and if they're not happy, they're always going to come home, Lisa, just to say, hey, Mom, can you see if I did the right thing? Or even to say, thank you for showing me the direction I needed to go in. What do you have for Lisa?
I picked the Wizard of Awareness. And the Wizard's telling me this evening that first, be aware of what your needs are and make sure that you look after you first. And use that awareness to see where situations in your life are complementing your life and where situations are compromising your life. And use that beautiful awareness of yours to make the right choices.
All right. So I think we pulled for Kristen already, right?
Yes.
Okay, so Lisa, thank you. I like my hair too. Amanda, hi y'all. Did we pull for Amanda?
I don't remember pulling for Amanda.
Okay, so let's pull for Amanda. And if anyone sent any questions before that, and I think I saw one, but my screen has sort of cut everyone off here. Ooh, Amanda, it says ego. And this is the Siamese cat. It says you might feel yourself trapped in a situation, but you're not. Okay. I've seen Siamese cats that have gotten into situations and they seem to get out of it smooth as silk. And that just make sure you focus your energy on what needs to be done, not what you think needs to be done. There's a big difference there, Amanda. But I tell you what, I don't know if you have a ring, like a grandmother's ring you like to wear. And if you do, I'm going to say just check the clasp, the little claw things that hold it into place. Check it and make sure that everything's okay so you don't lose the stone.
And I chose for you the Eternal Now card, which is a fabulous card. If I can get it to hold still,
Yeah.
It's floating. Look, it's a magic floating card.
Yeah.
The
I
Eternal
think they
Now.
all are.
So it's basically talking about the fact that it's right now you need to stay in the moment. Better to not do any daydreaming or any storytelling in your head about what's coming next or what's going to happen next, but to stay in this moment and stay aware.
Yep. Okay, so I'm hoping I'm saying this right, Myra. And she's saying hello. You see her?
Hello, Myra.
And I picked the Lovers, the flamingos. And this is true love. And what I like about this card, even though it's supposed to be about relationships, and don't their heads make the perfect heart? But it's also about the love of your friends, the love that you have for your friends, and finding a way inside your heart to include all those people that you do love, and knowing that everyone's loved different, and that it's really important for you to acknowledge the friendships you have around you, because there's an awful lot of love there.
Yeah, and I picked for you the Epiphany card. And what this card is saying is that this is a chance for you to be the light in the world, in your friends' world, and the people's worlds, that your loved ones' world. That your words of kindness and just your being is not only critical at this time, it's such a blessing in the world. And just go out and let your light shine and trust that you're on the right spiritual path.
Okay, so now we have Linda. She's saying hello to us separately.
Hi, Linda.
Hello, Linda. And Linda, I don't suppose, Linda, by any chance you recognize the name James, do you? And if you do, you'll have to put it down a little later. But I picked the King of Autumn, and it's compassion, accomplishments, charismatic, and grounded. And this is the Gypsy Vanner horse, a very pretty horse and very sturdy. It means to me that you're quite capable of doing anything in life, whatever you turn your mind to, whatever project you want to do, whatever job, um, anything that you turn your mind to, creative energy, that you can do it. It's just the idea of getting it started sometimes. Sean used the analogy earlier about trying to get wheels moving. And it takes sometimes a little work to get those wheels moving. But I feel that if you put that creative passion and the passion inside your life into anything you look at, you can be successful.
And I chose for you, follow the leader. And really the message I'm getting is that you're the leader. And that if you'll lead, people will follow you on whatever journey you want to take. So get out there. You know how to accomplish a 100-mile journey? You take the first step. So get out there, take that first step, and people will follow the leader.
Yeah, and she could actually be the leader if she wanted to.
Mm-hmm.
So Lisa said, good. Shar, lovely words. She said, thank you to Lisa said, thank you to both of us. And Heather, we are the best. I like that one. And Haley says, hello. So we can pull a card for Haley. Where is she picking the reading from? I'm not too sure what Myra is asking. Okay. Maybe she'll explain what she's asking there.
Hey.
But to Haley, I picked the Queen of Spring, talented, brilliant, independent, and charming. This is a Persian cat. Do not underestimate your ability, Haley, to get through life, to make the choices that are necessary to help you get through life, and to raise your child, and just to have a really great time. I'll be right back.
Haley, I picked for you the Three of Michaels. So just so everybody knows, I'm picking from 4 different decks tonight, depending on how I feel the deck wants to talk. This card says, release the past. You will grow from this situation. Time heals all wounds. So whatever's going on for you, whatever challenges are going on for you right now, just let go of it. Let go of the past around it, and stand fast in the now, and the future will work out for you fabulously.
Okay, and Sarah is saying thank you, throws a little heart. Holly, do you have a message for me from Wander, who passed July 1st, 2020? And I would just basically, I think, Sean, when you said she's sitting there, I think that's the only message I'm really hearing.
Well, and she's smiling. She's sending a lot of love.
Okay, and Amanda, I never actually took time to look at the watch, to be honest. You were daddy. I would have said he probably picked it up in, I want to say in like a British store somewhere. She sent me a picture of a pocket watch on a chain because I mentioned it at one of the readings we did online, and I didn't really take time to look at it, but I would have said that this wasn't so much as an heirloom as something he saw that he really liked.
And I get that he picked it up in a secondhand store, and he picked it up because it was connected to a memory.
Yeah.
Of somebody he knew in his family that had a watch like that. That was his purpose, is because it connected him to a memory from his childhood or teenage years.
I would say the same thing because there's definitely a connection, and like the secondhand store, definitely. Hi, Rachel.
And Sarah, your business is going to rock.
Oh, actually, I think she's going to do fantastic.
I don't know what it is, but yay.
Okay, so Marion says, "Love the hair." A few people
Amanda
are.
says, hi, kitty. Talking
Yes.
to your cat.
I know. Rachel. So thank you. It's the Ace of Winters for you, Rachel. This is new ideas, new inspirations, building your business, giving a damn what other people think about what you're doing. That you got to be true to yourself in your business, because if you're not true to yourself, Rachel, who's going to believe in you? So it's really important for you to stand firm for what you believe in.
And Rachel, I'll back that up because I pulled for you it's a commitment card. Sorry, I'm bouncing around. Your commitment is being tested the first quarter moon.
Yeah.
Stand fast.
Those are the Moonology cards.
Yeah.
Okay, so Lisa, yeah, she says. Jeanette, thank you. Amanda, Darcy, can you tell? Oh, we already did that. Amanda, you all pulled it for me. All right. And Rachel, we did pull a card. Lisa, wonderful. Amanda, my engagement ring. So she better make sure she take care of it.
I don't know how my thing keeps doing this.
What, jumping all around?
Yeah.
Yeah, mine is tonight too. Amanda says, thank you all. Lily, can you pull a card for my daughter, Stephanie?
Okay, I'm on that one.
7:45 p.m.
Yeah, got it.
Okay. So, Stephanie. Oh, I got two. Not what I was planning on doing. I have 2 of Winters, the Dash Hound Dog, procrastination and worry. So maybe she should not procrastinate. And the more she worries about it, the worse it becomes. And the other one is 7 of Autumn, and it's the cow. Planning, finding the resources necessary to put into action what she is looking for, and to have the commitment, the patience, and the dedication to follow it through. And also listen to your mom.
Well, I'm going to back that up because I picked it's time to take action. So, pardon my French, but it's time to shit or get off the pot. You have everything you need. You have the knowledge you need. Just go for it. Just get out there and let whatever's going to happen, happen. It'll all be perfect.
All right. Did we pull a card for Lana?
Not that I know of.
Okay, so let's pull a card for Lana. Ooh, I have the moon, and this is the lynx. It's important, Alana, to trust your instincts, to listen to your gut, to pay attention to the signs and your premonition, and not to worry unnecessarily, because the more you worry, the more you're bringing it towards you, Alana. And I think I've told you this before. Don't borrow trouble. See the happy side of where life is taking you. Don't dwell on the negative.
And I chose for you the 3 of Gabriel. It says, prosperity arising from wise planning. Time to take the next step. Optimistic plans that turn out as expected. So, everything on the other side saying just take your time, follow your plan. It's all going to work out perfect.
Yeah. So Linda's saying thank you. Heather 1 and Heather 2 are saying thank you. Hey, Lisa, thank you. Lisa, thank you. Holly, do you have any message from my spirit guide? Holly, I think we've given you every message, because you got to keep in mind that as we're doing the readings, we're also listening to spirit to give the message. Heather, number 3. A couple of weeks ago, I asked you, Darcy, if my mom, Elaine, was okay. I just wanted to let you know how much I have been able to accept my mom being gone. So thank you for that. Well, that was very nice, Heather.
Yeah, thank you.
And Amanda, thank you. That would make sense. Rachel, oh my God, laugh out loud. I love it. Thank you, Amanda. Her dad had a set of collector pocket knives that we could not find when he passed. Could you ask him where they went? They're in a blue shoebox. And do you have an attic? Okay. Lily thanked us and she said, and yes, she needs to listen to her mother. So, oh, well, Mara, sorry that your fiance passed. What's his first name? If you could type that in, and we'll probably be the last one we do. So, Myra, if you could just type in your fiance's first name. Oh my God. The knives are in the house her mom sold. Okay. Okay. Jose. Okay. So, Myra, I'm going to say this. He is around. You just have to be open a little bit more to feel the messages from him. And it's like if you're standing there and get goosebumps, or you get that feeling that someone's touched the side of your face or the back of your neck, your Jose is around you. He may be dead, but he is around you. And I feel one of the biggest messages would be how much he loved you. And that boy, when you were pissed off, he always knew it. Do you have anything, Sean?
No, I don't.
Okay. So
I do have something for Amanda, though. Your dad's saying they're not for you.
Yeah.
The pocket knife collection.
Yeah.
He's saying they're not for you. That's why you don't have them.
So whoever they were meant to go to, that's where they went. So everyone, we'd like to thank you for coming on tonight. And if you'd like a reading, you can see Sean's email there and my email. And you're more than welcome to give us, drop us an email, and either one of us will do readings. And so feel free. And Rachel, it's been a pleasure knowing you for 20 years. And you've made just as big a difference in my life as I have made in yours. Okay. Well, everyone have a fantastic night. Sean and I will be back next Tuesday.
We will.
So at 7 p.m., we look forward to seeing all of you. And thank you so much for coming on the show. And, may joy, happiness, and love find you in mysterious ways this week.
Yeah. And you guys have a wonderful week. Enjoy yourselves. Breathe deep. And just let love rain on you.
Okay. And
Blessings,
tomorrow night,
everybody.
It will be Penelope and I at 6:30 Pacific time. Okay. Cheers.
Bye.